Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. And also keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Lastly, this is a series, and I hope that you're enjoying it that way. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to watch the entire playlist from the beginning or catch up on any episodes that you've missed. Enjoy. All right, everyone, we are about 15 minutes before market close on Thursday, August 12th. We're going to set up our trades for the overnight, and tomorrow I get back a day trade. So I'm hoping that since we've made about, 4% or so this week, which last week was 8%, I'm hoping that that day trade tomorrow helps me be able to jump up the earnings before the end of the week. That, of course, will also depend on how these overnight trades turn out, which could be a little dicey, of course. Now, I did go ahead and look at earnings, and if you haven't seen my other videos, go watch those because it'll show you the criteria and sort of the plays that I'm setting up for overnight, given the small account. But I looked for earnings tomorrow morning, which is Friday, and there wasn't really anything that seemed to fit the criteria, and so I'm looking for just after market close trades today. Now, Disney's going to be too expensive. Rocket could be interesting to me. Tattooed Chef could be interesting to me, even though it's going to report a loss. It's going to be very, very close. It could report a profit, which would be amazing. And CODX is also kind of interesting to me, though they're expected to miss or to have negative growth. So I'm kind of questioning that, but I used to play CODX a lot back when it was just a penny stock, essentially. I don't even know how much it's trading for at the moment. And the other one that I'm looking at strongly, of course, is SOFI, which I do a daily, like every trading day I do a video on SOFI. So I'm just very familiar with it. Now it has run up a bit today, so it's kind of making me question, what's going to happen, whether earnings seem positive or not. But I think I'll take a position there unless I just run out of funds because, well, I'll show you on the chart why. But let's take a look at Rockets, and let's take a look at Sundial. The revenue's too low. Let's take a look at Rocket and Codex and see if we want to throw those into the mix or not. And if everything is within price range, maybe I could have 4 overnights tonight, but we'll see. Okay, so Codex holding here now. What's it look like the last 6 months or so? Is it pretty high or is it no? So it's been beaten down quite a bit and it's just trying to kind of hold its ground here. So that is good to me. So this might be worth just like a 1 share hold or something, maybe 2 shares at the most. And then Tattoo Chef, I want to take, my Wi-Fi is a little slow here, I guess. Last 6 months, they've also taken a bit of a beating. You see they tried to have this run up here, but they've peeled off. This was in the beginning of June. They peeled off, and especially the last few days. So August 10th, so just a couple of days ago, this sell-off started. So it's been selling off leading into earnings, so I'm hoping that that means that even if earnings are kind of met, that will yield a positive response from the market. Interesting that Wish is here too. That could be another interesting play. I've done a few videos on Wish. I know that there's a lot of folks that really, really dislike their products and their site and stuff like that. I don't have any dog in that fight, so it doesn't really matter to me. There's either stocks that I know or stocks that I don't, and ones that I don't, I look for other criteria, like we're talking about now. So this has obviously been beaten down a lot, but a lot of that run-up was the interest from retail. And it is down in my purple bounce zone at the moment, so there's that. And then these blue levels up are all extension levels. You see the 100% extension level would bring it to 1424. So there is that as well. This could be a risky overnight. As you remember, if you've watched my other videos, I have 1 day trade that comes back to me tomorrow. So that could help a lot in growing the account or offsetting any losses that we might have overnight tonight. I'm feeling like these overnights tonight feel more risky than the others have. Let's take, what is this doing? RKT. Let's see what Rocket, okay, so Rocket's only at 17, definitely has been beaten down lately. And they're expected. Well, there isn't an expectation here. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at SOFI, Tattooed Chef, Rockets, maybe Wish, maybe CODX. CODX going to report a loss, which again, that also doesn't fit my criteria. But it has had opportunity in the past for these big runs, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. Yes, this is definitely a riskier overnight because a lot of these aren't going to meet my criteria. In fact, none of them are, because Rocket has positive EPS, has solid revenue, but it doesn't have an expectation. So this would be sort of an outlier here. This is more like these are ones that I play, ones that I'm a bit more familiar with, but that doesn't mean that they're meeting my earnings criteria. But for other reasons that I'm aware of, which is why I kind of watch them and have played them before, I know that they have opportunity, meaning Rocket, I think, has previously reported, good numbers on earnings and has that potential for runs. Tattooed Chef, I'm aware of, and I think that they have really good prospects in the marketplace, so they could beat this. It's really speculative, but that's my thought. Wish has the possibility for big runs as well, as we know. And CODX also possibilities for big runs. And then SOFI, just because I think even though it's been jumping up a bit the last couple of weeks, which you see right here, it still has peeled off all the way from 25 bucks down here. And that just started at the end of June. At the beginning of June, I guess, that peel off started. And so, that to me leaves enough potential on there. So let's see what we have the funds for. So I want to get a Rocket because Rockets has positive EPS. So we're going to do a market buy of just one. And okay, so we're going to buy one Rocket. I know I don't have any day trades left. Okay, so there goes our Rocket. And then, see if I get a Tattoo Chef or I'm going to get a SOFI first. Market buy. I have one SOFI. Okay. And then I'm going to go, I'm thinking if I want to go Tattoo Chef or Wish. Well, let me see. This is 20. So that'll be 30. So it'll be 40. So if I spend $40 more, what do I have? Oh, I have plenty of room. That'll still leave me some in cash in case all of those trades go to zero. I'm kind of kidding on that. But if all of those trades go to zero, then I would still have an account with like $37 in it to build back from. Oops. Okay, so let's just grab one of each of these markets. And let me double check because I get paranoid now because I once made this mistake. Thursday, August 12th is today. These are aftermarket close. Rockets, Tattooed Chef, Wish, CODX. Okay. All right. CODX, markets is correct. One, buy one CODX. Okay. There's that. Let's buy one Wish. So we're definitely spread out much more thin than we have been, meaning there's, I think the most tickers I've had overnight previous to this was 3. And so this obviously leaves the opportunity for some mixed bags. And sometimes if the sell-offs are worse than the jump ups, that could make it kind of a tough start to the day tomorrow, but we'll see. Unlikely that all of these will be winners, that's for sure. In this situation, I could certainly lose on more than half of them, but these are sort of the chances that I'm taking. I have made 12% on the account, so at some point you just know that some of your chances are going to yield losses, and that's just why they're chances, right? Because they don't always go your way. All right, so here we go. We have these plus a Tattooed Chef. Okay, just wanted to make sure that the one that I thought I was missing was actually the one I was missing. Markets 1. Buy one Tattoo Chef. All right, this is going to be my setup for tomorrow. And there's still 7 minutes till close, so plenty of time, but it's going to be an exciting after hours. Wish has already beaten me up, as is CODX. But as we know, these things can shift quite quickly. And I'm okay if they sell off going into the after hours, ahead of earnings. Saw that a bunch with yesterday's stocks, and that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But we'll find out soon enough. So it should be an exciting day tomorrow. I'll probably pop in the morning and make a video, both because I have this day trade, so I might kind of try to get in on some early morning runners on that, but I don't know. It'll just sort of depend what the setups look like, and figure out what I'm going to do with these 5 shares of 5 different stocks. So 1 share each that I'm going to do, and what the outcome is. Obviously, you can just pull them up and see what happens after market close today, and either send some good vibes my way, or I don't know, celebrate with your hands in the air if things are going my way. Who knows? But I hope you're having a good trading day and a good trading week. Let's finish it off strong. That's what I'm hoping for, obviously. And I will see you in the next video.